don't put conscious effort into something, you might probably not do it well, or you might probably not be consistent at it. Stop wishing that you have something that somebody else has, because trust me, there are people wishing that they have what you have at this stage. Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for being here. Please do not make it your last by clicking on the subscribe button. So today's video, I just want to talk about something that I've been practicing for a while now. It's something that has really helped my life. It has actually helped me move from a certain level to a higher level. So this video is currently going to be under a series that I call Unscripted. So Unscripted is a series I started, I think, in November or thereabouts. So it's a series that I just talk about things that I can relate to on a personal level, and because it's something that I'm experiencing, I can just tell you guys from my personal experience. Okay, so please don't go anywhere. Let's get right into the video. So what is happiness really? It's a state of mind. It's that point where you feel extreme joy and you're content with everything that is basically happening around you. So how do you stay happy? What are the things you need to do to find yourself in that place where you are always happy? Trust me, it's not difficult. So the first thing I want to share with you guys today is setting goals for happiness. So what do I mean by that? So there's a part in my diary where I wrote something about the goal in life is to be happy, right? It's something I've always said for the longest of time, but I wasn't really practicing it. But for every time I open my diary and I see that the goal is to be happy, it always reminds me that no matter what happens in my life, I have to find a way to stay happy. And how do you make happiness your goal? You just have to let go of everything around your life that doesn't make you happy. Is it mood swing? Is it a job? Is it a relationship? Whatever it is in your life that is making you unhappy, you have to actually let go of those things. Because the truth is, if you can actually find ways to stay happy, then trust me, everything around you will just start working out like way faster than you imagine. Because I mean, what are we really chasing? We're chasing money, we're chasing career growth, we're chasing channel growth, we're chasing a whole lot of growth, and the end goal is for us to be happy. Because if, okay, let's say I want to hit 10,000 subscribers this year, and if I end up doing that, of course I'm going to be happy, I'm going to celebrate, I'm going to jump up. If you get a promotion tomorrow in your job, you're going to be so happy. You understand? So everything that we do in life is actually centered around happiness. So if you find ways to stay happy, if you make happiness your number one goal, then it will be easy for you to achieve every other thing that you set in life. So the second thing that I think you need to do to stay happy, which is something that is working for me currently, is the fact that you have to find ways to do the things you love consciously and consistently. Creating content has always been something that makes me happy. I mean, when I got a job and part of the job was for me to create content and, you know, do sales and marketing and all that, I was always so excited about the content creation part, even though as at that time I wasn't really so much of a professional content creator basically, but it always made me happy. So somehow I discovered that, oh, creating things is actually one of the things that make me happy. So why not? Let's do this. So every day, consciously, I do it. Like, I just create content, I just do things centered around content creation, because I already know that these things make me happy. Then one other thing that makes me happy is spending time with my family. It's just sad that my parents are not in Lagos, right? But for every time I have the opportunity to spend time with my family, it's always a thing of joy for me. So I put, like, I consciously make time out for my family, because that is something I know that makes me happy. Another thing I know that makes me happy is food. This one is something I just discovered recently and I'm loving it and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, so why not? What are those things that make you happy? You have to be conscious about them, because the truth is, if you don't put conscious effort into something, you might probably not do it well, or you might probably not be consistent at it. So you have to find those things that make you happy, be conscious about it, be intentional about it, and do it consistently, and you will find yourself being happy all the time. Then the next thing I want to say is, you have to remember that every mistake you make in life is a learning curve. I used to be at that stage in my life where for every time I make a mistake, or for every time I hit rock bottom, I would just stay down. I remember when my first business failed, right? And when I sat down to really think about it, I realized that one of the reasons why my business failed was a mistake I made. All right, this is something that I could have avoided eventually, but I just let it happen and boom, business failed. It was a mistake. What did I do? I had to move past it. I had to just tell myself that, okay, Angel, you've already accepted that this is a mistake from you. So if you're going to start this business the next time, then based on I am the board of directors and everything in the business, So I already told myself that this is a mistake that I've learned from, and if I'm starting this business again, then I'm not going to go this path. You understand? And it made life a whole lot easier for me. It made it a whole lot bearable for me, because at first the fact that I lost my business was so painful, you guys. I was depressed for the longest of time. I was sad. Everything was just making me feel some type of way, but I had to accept the fact that this thing happened and I gotta move. I gotta learn from it. So every mistake is a learning curve. Do not let your mistakes define your future, you guys, because it will make you so unhappy. So for every time you get into a position where you make a mistake or something that you were meant to do better and you do it wrongly, it shouldn't make you unhappy. Just keep going. Life doesn't end at every mistake you make. All right, and the next thing, which is a little bit related to this mistake part, is the fact that you should not stay sad over things that you cannot control. You have to find ways to rise above every bad situation. Before I started recording this video today, my mirror broke. Like, it legit broke. I'm sure you guys must have seen a video because it was in the vlog before this one. My mirror broke and I was really sad, guys. Like, I was literally sad because I know how much that mirror costs right now in the market. But the one thing I didn't do was to stay sad. And the truth is, me before now, that's the end of today for me. I'm not going to, this video you people are watching right now, I'll probably not record it, never, but when it happened, I just looked at the mirror and I'm like, what's the worst that can happen, right? I'm going to save up money and buy another one. Case closed. So why am I being sad? Why do you think that being sad and, like worrying over things that you cannot control is going to change it? It's not going to change anything. Rise. That is the solution. Rise above the situation. And the truth is, when you choose not to stay sad over things that you can't control, you realize that somehow the creativity to come up with a solution just comes in your head immediately. Like, your head is already going, oh my god, how do I solve this? How am I going to do this? Because when my mirror broke, I already told myself that, okay, the mirror frame is still, it's a bit broken, but it's still looking nice. So I can actually find a way to, get a mirror person, and they'll just construct a mirror and use the frame and frame it back, and everything is all right. But I'm sure if I sat down and I sulked all day, I probably would not have come up with that solution. So you need to rise above situations. When bad things happen to you, when situations that you cannot control happen to you, rise above it. Look for things that would cheer you up. Look for, put yourself in a situation where you won't want to think about it all the time. When you do that, it just helps you stay happy. Trust me, it does. Then the next thing you need to do to stay happy is you have to make conscious efforts to be better. Everybody has something about them that might not be so amazing, you understand, and most times it can actually make you unhappy. When people keep telling you that, oh, this thing you do, I don't like it, it makes you unhappy. No matter how you say it, it will always make you unhappy. So you have to make conscious effort to be better. When you become a better version of yourself all the time, you will become a happier version of yourself as well. So when you're better, you are happy. The better you are, the happier you are. And the funny thing is, it can be something as simple as waking up early. Using myself as an example, starting from January this year, 2023, I told myself that I was going to make conscious effort to start waking up early, because mornings are not my strong suit. I don't know how to wake up early, you understand? And it used to affect me a whole lot. I would always go late for meetings. I would always go late for almost everything. Most times I find myself running late for my exams, and it wasn't making me happy. I was stressed out. A whole lot of things were just happening to me. And when you're stressed, you cannot be happy. When I was making plans for the things I wanted to, improve on in 2023, waking up early was one of the things I wrote down. And sincerely, you guys, my life has been better. I started going early for my meetings. I started doing a whole lot of things that I would usually do late before. I started doing them early, and it has made me really happy because everything has just improved. So everything is just looking better. And then most times when I wake up in the morning, I try to read a book or anything I can just do at that point before the day starts. It's something that has actually really kept me happy, and I love it. So you should try that. Find ways to be better. Okay, the next thing you should try to do is you have to learn to practice gratitude and be content with what you have and where you are. There is no man or woman that would be happy when they always compare themselves to others. I don't think that's possible. You can't be happy if you keep comparing yourself to other people. So how do you actually just stay away from that? You have to stay grateful. So I have to look for that. Okay, so I have this very tiny diary. This is a diary that I started writing my gratitude notes on. So what I started doing was from the 1st of January, I have every single day, I just write something that I am grateful for. You get? So I just realized that gratitude is one of the best things you can do for yourself. Because the truth is, for every level that you're currently at, there are people that are wishing to be like you at that point. You might not have it all rosy, you might not have it at 100%, but there are people that have it way lesser than you have it. You understand? So when you're grateful for where you are, you realize that you'll be happy, and then it'll be easier for you to move from point A to point B. So let's say currently you're earning 100,000, right? And then you're envying people that are earning maybe 200,000 or 300,000. Being envious is not going to help you. If you're grateful for the fact that you earn 100,000, trust me, the next thing you want to do is to look for ways to improve yourself so that you can move from 100k to 300k. If you're content and you're grateful, the best thing you can do is to approach this person and say, oh my god, how did you do it? How did you get this promotion? What do you think I need to do to improve in my, to get a promotion? How do you think? You ask questions, and before you know it, if it means you have to take a course, then you do that. If it means you have to, whatever it is you need to do, then you can easily just do that to move a step further. So being content and being grateful is one of the best things you can do to stay happy. Stop wishing that you have something that somebody else has, because trust me, there are people wishing that they have what you have at this stage. So the best thing you can do is to be grateful for where you are, and then you pray for the next step and work towards getting to the next step. All right, then the next thing is you have to learn how to keep a smile on your face, especially in the mornings. I don't know how to explain this better, but this point like this is a very valid point to you guys. I'm a kind of person that used to wake up very grumpy. My friends know now, like even my mom, my dad, my siblings, everybody knows that Angel is not a morning person. She wakes up very grumpy every morning. And the truth is, I'm still struggling with it though. But right now, I have made progress. I have made serious progress. So what I do these days is when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I want to do is to force myself to smile. I started smiling. I stopped the grumpy face, because somehow when I wake up and I'm grumpy, it just has a way of spoiling the whole day. The whole day will just look very messy for me. So it just goes down to how you start your day. So if you start your day being happy, somehow it will translate to the remaining part of your day. So find ways to make yourself happy when you wake up in the morning. Then the next one is you have to learn to practice affirmations and manifestations. So I got this affirmation calendar. I'm sure you guys have seen it on this channel, and this calendar is so amazing because for every time I wake up in the morning, I go and change the dates, and when I read the affirmation for the day, I'm just like, oh my god, this is amazing. Then another thing is manifestations. You have to learn to manifest the things that you want. Before I got my phone, I was using an iPhone 7 and the phone was giving me stress. It was giving me hell, you guys. But then every time when I look at it, I always tell myself that I'm going to get an iPhone 11, because that was when iPhone 11 just came out. So I kept telling myself that I'm going to get an iPhone 11. I'm going to get an iPhone 11. I kept manifesting it. I know it wasn't happening at that point, but I just kept saying it. I just kept saying it. Sometimes when I see myself look at me like, I kept saying it, and eventually I didn't even get the iPhone 11. I got a 12. It's so amazing. I can't tell you guys how it happened, but that was like, it was that was like one of the things that made me realize that, oh my god, there's actually power in manifestation. If you can manifest something, somehow it's going to come to life. And the truth is, manifestation has a way of making you happy. Yes, it does, from my own experience. That's why I said this video is basically from my own experience. Someone else might disagree with me, I don't know, but this is basically how it has been working for me for a while now. So you learn to manifest the things that you want, those things that you're very sure that in the future is exactly what you want and is going to make you happy. Manifest it now. If you want to have a destination wedding, you can start manifesting it. This is me, this is what I think, because me, I know I want to have a destination wedding and I've started manifesting it. So basically, you have to learn to manifest the things you want. When you can manifest them to the point where you start to see a clearer picture, you'll be happy. You'll be happy because you're already looking forward to the future. You're already looking forward to that amazing thing that's going to happen, in the future and all that. So yes, manifestation is very good, and affirmations as well. So learn to manifest and then do your affirmations every day as much as you can. The next thing I want to share with you guys is staying away from negativity. Just stay away from negativity. You don't need it. You don't need it at all. Negative people, negative vibe, negative environment, anything negative, stay away. Why are you being around negative people? You're just going to be unhappy. Negative people would always find a way to drag you down to their level. So why? If you want to grow in life, if you want to be happy, why are you staying around negative people that will keep making you look like you don't know what you're talking about, or you want too much, or you're stupid, or you're not okay? Why are you doing that? Stay away from them. Whatever it is that is negative around you, look for them, pack them together and trash it. You don't need that, especially not this 2023 and going forward. You really do not need that. So stay away from negative people, negative vibe, and everything negative if you want to stay happy in life. Then the last thing I want to say about this happiness journey, you have to learn to seek God first in everything you do and hand everything over to Him. Because God is the author and the finisher of everything that is happening in our life. He is the one that created you. He knows what is best for you. He knows exactly what is meant for you. So the more you ask Him, the more you seek Him, the more you look for Him, the more you create a relationship with Him, the easier it is for Him to remember that, oh, my daughter, she needs to, get a promotion, and she has been working on it for a very long time. So you know what? It's time for you to get a promotion. Bah! He's gonna drop it for you. That's how I see it though. Right now, my faith and my relationship with God is so strong that I feel like everything I want, I can easily just go to Him and tell Him, and somehow He's going to sort it out. So most times when I pray to God about a particular situation that is a little bit above my control, I just pray to Him and I just relax and believe that He's going to make it happen for me. And the truth is, once I do that, I always feel this inner peace and I just remain happy because I already know that it's going to happen. I might not know when it's happening yet, but because I've already gone to God in prayers, I already know that it's gonna happen. So I just stay happy and wait for it to happen. So guys, this is it. Off my head, this is everything I wanted to tell you guys, right? My wish for you all watching this video is that you would always stay happy. Find ways to stay happy. This video, you can put it on replay. For every time you feel like you're getting unhappy, you can come back to this video and rewatch it, okay? Because everything we're searching for in life, you're trying to get promotion, you're trying to make money, you want to get married, you want to have kids, you want to travel, you want to start a business, whatever it is that you want to do, trust me, if you think about it, you realize that everything you're trying to do in life is tied down to the fact that you want to be happy. Because if you're making money, you're gonna be happy. If you get married, it's gonna be happy. I mean, that's why they say wedding days are usually like a woman's happiest day. And so what are we talking about? Everything is basically happiness. So happiness is the main goal. Happiness should be the main goal in your life. So find ways to stay happy, and trust me, you're going to have a better life. I wish you guys a happy life. I wish you guys an amazing life. I wish you guys a life filled with love, joy, peace, and blessings. I'm going to try to do more sit down videos for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do not forget to give this a thumbs up. If you also have any other thing that you do to make yourself happy, you can drop it in the comment section so that we can also all learn from that, right? So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video once more. Please do not forget to subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Bye.